welcome back to Real World Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we're talking about the movie Tom and Jerry. Based on the beloved classic cartoon, this live-action adaptation mixes the titular characters into an ambitious concoction of animation along with the use of live-action actors and environments. This is not our first rodeo with a mixing of traditional animation and live-action. I don't know every single movie that has used this technique, but at the top of my head, I do remember Mary Poppins and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. If it's done right like those movies, then I'm all for it. Funny enough, this movie pulled it off gracefully. The movie story follows Tom and Jerry with how they first met and formed their rivalry. Throughout their escapades, a girl in town, Kayla, takes a job at a 5-star hotel and is hired to oversee one of the most exquisite marriages. With chaos afoot from Tom and Jerry's shenanigans inside the hotel, will she be able to pull it off? Oh boy, I have so much to rag on about this movie, I don't know where to even begin. As a kid that idolized the classic Tom and Jerry cartoon, this was a major disappointment. For it to be a movie about Tom and Jerry themselves, they are both in it very little. Whose bright idea was that? It's completely blasphemy! I get they have to have a story in the movie with the live action stuff going on, but to sideline Tom and Jerry's characters was a completely undermining of their characters. I can't tell you how many hours were invested watching the cartoon as a kid because it seemed like that's all I ever watched back then. I could not get enough of their slapstick cat and mouse chases. However, this movie is not a completely total failure, so let's talk about the good things it has to offer. For starters, it would have to be the animation done for Tom and Jerry, along with other various animals used throughout the movie. It looked like it was a mixture of traditional hand-drawn animation with 3D shading applied. It was beautiful and very colorful to look at. The way the animation blended with the live-action actors and environments was nothing but astounding. That's the only actual thing about this movie I can think of. That's it. Is it respectable to even call it a movie? I get I'm not the target demographic, but was it necessary to dumb down the movie script and dialogue to the point where it's completely cringeworthy? This film tries to give the benefit of a doubt that its core audience is completely brain dead. I can definitely say that after watching this, I felt like my brain turned into goop. We have great actors such as Chlöe Grace Moretz, Michael Peña, and Rob Delaney. However, it's not their fault that I completely despise their characters and everyone else, because the blame definitely goes to the writing team. Was the script written in crayon? It definitely seemed like it as far as I can tell. Overall, Tom and Jerry is a movie that goes to an incomprehensible level of disappointment. Even that is an understatement. If you value your intelligence, please spare yourself by avoiding this at all costs. I knew once this movie was announced a couple years ago, it was a bad idea from the get-go. How this project got greenlit is beyond me. I give this movie a D. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep up with my real reviews.